people, Iris here. Welcome to the channel. If you are new on this channel, I'm keeping it real about everything from being a wife, a mom, and an entrepreneur. I'm sharing everything from beauty tips to self-love and stuff in between. So if that's your vibe, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell as well. So if you are experiencing anything like me these last couple of weeks, when that fall season hit, it's just like a tumbleweed of things just begin to speed up as we get close to the end of the year. And in recognizing that, I have decided, honey, I need a reset, and I'm going to do it femininely. For me, the feminine fall reset is me connecting back with my feminine energy. It's revamping my surroundings. So if there is something that doesn't serve me anymore in any capacity, I am getting rid of that. I am shedding it just like the leaves. It's also realigning yourself with your goals, understanding your worth, and making sure you charge for it. But it's also rediscovering who I am as a woman in the midst of all the chaos. Everything is getting ready for the new, right? And we don't just do that with the season, we physically do that, right? Our bodies do that. We have the time that changes, you know. We have a season of where we're clearing out our closet and putting new things in there. We're getting ready for, you know, the end of the fourth quarter, going into the next year, planning for that. It's a lot of different things that are happening during the fall season, and I've decided that I want to share with you guys some of the things that I am doing this fall to reset not only my business or my home, but to reset everything. So I'm going to share with you 4 different areas of my life that I'm incorporating a reset and a realignment. So the first area is going to be my lifestyle. So my daily lifestyle, my morning routine. Let's start there. So in the morning, I usually have an early start to my morning. Of course, I have kids, so I need to get them off, waking up, you know, wake them up and get them off to school, dressed and all of those, the whole thing, right? But I am making sure that I am setting time, being very intentional about setting time for myself during the morning. In the morning is when I'm mostly awake. My body is full of energy at that time. So I want to make sure that I'm doing something for myself with the energy that I have. So after I get my kids off to school, I then prioritize myself with some self-care, which is going to be working out. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I was doing a lot of 5 a.m. workouts, getting up, going to the gym, working out, and then coming back and then getting the kids together. That doesn't really work that well for me right now, especially going into the cooler season. I just know myself, and I know that I'm not going to continue to get up that early, especially with it being cold, needing to defrost the car, and I'll put that to the side. Anyway, so here's what I am doing, area that I'm actually in right now. This is kind of my space. So in this area, I do have a walking pad. I use it when I'm working just to kind of keep my body movement. So my goal here is every morning to make sure that I am on that walking pad. I am at least getting 30 minutes in, or a mile and a half. Usually a mile and a half, a little bit more than that. I would have achieved by 30 minutes. It just depends on the speed that I'm at. I don't run on this one, but I do a bit of a speed walk. So that's my number one thing. After that, I'm going to prioritize self-care by taking the time to reflect in a journal. Journal prompts. There's a ton of journal prompts you can find online. I kind of create my own, but I'm doing more of a gratitude journal this time around versus just kind of going through my day and complaining and what's not right and what didn't go right. This is going to be my gratitude journal, right? Soft girl era, the feminine part of, you know, journaling, embracing who I am and the journey that I am on as I'm approaching 40. Now, in the evening, I also have a routine. Life gets busy once kids are in, dinner's being made, maybe working on some embroidery orders. So because of that, I need an evening routine to wind me down. And what I have decided to do with my evening routine is to prioritize skincare. Now, my skin is going through, I don't know what right now, where I am having some hormonal acne and things like that going on. I know it's my body also resetting because I am doing some things different with my body and feeding it some different things. So adjusting to that, I have prioritized skincare. That is me, you know, taking 30 to 40 minutes to, you know, do my skincare. It works for me. I may steam one day, I may do a max this day, I may exfoliate. So the next thing I am doing is continuing to journal. The journaling isn't as much because I do have removed that and put that at the top of my day, but I do like to create somewhat of a to-do list so that I know what to expect for the following day. But also it is important to do a digital sunset. And a digital sunset is me removing all digital products. So like my phone, my tablet, whatever devices those are, putting those to a side, getting out of the algorithms and the spiral of TikTok, and just really focusing on relaxing, taking that moment to clear my mind. I may watch something on TV, a show that I hadn't seen in a long time. And I'll tell you guys, right now I'm watching The Equalizer with Queen Latifah. I have not seen it before, but I am like on season 1 now, and I'm really getting into that. And so that's my thing. Like if I find something that has like 4 to 5 seasons, then I'll go in and I'll watch it, because at that point I'm like, okay, it's a pretty good show. And so I'll watch it and I'll just kind of go down that rabbit hole. But I eventually end up falling asleep on it anyway. But that is something that I'm currently watching right now and doing. So that is just one of the things that I do, a digital sunset. And if you're like some people who are tempted by their devices, you may be able to put it in a drawer or put it just somewhere where it's out of reach. It's going to take more of an effort to get to it. And that'll remind you, oh, I need to really kind of let that go, because it is an addiction for some people. The next area, you guys, is one of my favorites, and that is a wardrobe reset. We all know that we take the spring out and put in the fall, rotate the closet. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I love fall fashion. I love it. My closet is mostly fall stuff because it's all the layering and the accessories. You got the boots, you got the hats, you got the scarves. I mean, it's just so much you can do with the accessories in fall. So I have decided to rotate, not only rotate it, but also add in some more pieces, some staple pieces. Again, my body's kind of going through a change here. Some weight loss is happening, which I'm excited about, but that requires me to also change some things with my wardrobe. There are some jeans that I'm in desperate need of. So I've got to get that done. But I'm rotating my closet and also adding in some pieces, some staple pieces, dusting off some things that I hadn't been able to wear before that I can wear now. So that's really an exciting time for me. But the wardrobe reset, if there are some things that you don't like from seasons previous in the fall, then remove that. Go thrifting. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can find some really nice pieces at thrift stores, depending on when you go. If you kind of get the inside scoop on when they get the shipments in and put things out, then you can find some really nice things there. But that's just an option that's budget friendly, is to maybe do some thrifting. I also like to create a Pinterest board of a fall capsule so that I can kind of get an idea with some of the pieces that I already have in my closet, how to use those, how to upcycle those and make them more fashion forward. So keep that in mind. There are always different mini avenues that you can travel down in which to create your wardrobe. All right, so we've talked about cleaning out the closet, which is the cycling of the spring to the fall, and then also, you know, making sure that you have those pieces that speak to you, because essentially how you dress is how you feel. And that's one of the things that I'm learning. I got so busy into mom mode, wife mode, that I really put myself on the back burner and was like, oh, you know, I got addicted to lounge wear and comfy wear. And not saying that style isn't comfortable, but I lost that sense of style and got too comfortable with my dress. And how you dress does impact your energy and how you feel, not only for you, but how people approach you and interact with you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So the next area is going to be our self-care reset, right? I got into a little bit of that earlier when I was talking about my evening routine, how I would do like the skincare and things like that. But this is taking it to the next level where I'm scheduling my pedicures. Before I would be like, I'm gonna just go. Find a day. I think I'll go today. Oh, I think I'll go, then. But no, I'm actually being more intentional about my self-care. I'm scheduling the appointment to get my feet done. I'm scheduling my waxes, right? I'm scheduling my hair, although I'm trying to do my hair a little bit more on my own lately. But being a lot more intentional about prioritizing those things, because let's be honest, if it's on my schedule, it's already got time blocked off for it. A lot of times I've already paid a deposit, so I'm gonna stick to it and get it done. So I'm gonna put myself first. So those things are what I'm doing now for the fall as a reset. Part of my feminine self-care energy is taking care of myself, prioritizing myself by going ahead and putting it on my calendar to make sure that I don't forget. I don't put myself on the back burner and say, well, I'll fill this spot with something else. I was gonna do this, but now I guess I'll do that. No, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do because it's on my calendar and I've already paid for it. So don't forget to prioritize yourself with your self-care. That could be also getting massages, right? That's one thing that I haven't put on there that I'm going to put on pretty soon. As soon as I find a place that I like, is to do some massage therapy. Perhaps get a facial, because I hadn't done that in a while. So just prioritizing yourself, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and spend money to do this. These are things that you can do at home. You can give yourself a pedicure at home. It's just a matter of you being intentional about taking that time to be with just you. So you may need to communicate with your family like, hey, this is what I'm about to do, so make sure y'all leave me alone. Now, that may work for some and that may not work for others. I know for me, I've tried that before, and while sometimes it does work, a lot of times I didn't really get it without interruption, or it was really late in the day when I was able to do that and I was too tired at that point, because I've given my energy so many other things and tasks that now when it comes time for me to prioritize self-care, I'm depleted. So that really didn't work that well for me. So I in turn go out and get my pedicures. Again, I have my wax appointments. I'm thinking about doing that facial really soon, as well as finding somebody to do my massage, because I want to feel good, I want to feel relaxed, and I want to be pampered and feel feminine. Now, we've heard it before, self-care isn't selfish, and that is absolutely true. Do not forget to take care of yourself, because you cannot pour from what? An empty cup. All right, so the last and final area of reset is, of course, with my business. I own an embroidery company. My husband and I are partners in that. And I currently operate the embroidery company from my home. So what we are doing is like any other business. If you're a business owner, or maybe you're, working for a company, you know that Q4 is the area in which we are looking through the entire year, analyzing how things went, what worked, what did not work, and then we're also planning and preparing to close out Q4, preparing for Q1. So that is what we're doing. We're having weekly meetings to discuss these things, also getting ready, and it's never too early to prepare for tax season, because that'll be here before you know it. So looking at those things, analyzing again, what worked, what didn't work, what type of maybe marketing efforts, financial allotments we have that we would like to spend. Just kind of going through all of the emotions there. Also, because my space is in my home, looking at ways in which I can make my space and my systems more efficient for us. Again, it's just two of us, but we are really busy and things are really picking up for us. So we're looking at ways in which to make our space more efficient, as well as our systems and the way that we process orders as they come in and go out. Looking to revamp some things and make it more friendly for the customer to use, like our website, and get quote forms and all of that. So that is where we are with the business. Okay, so I know I've mentioned 4 different areas, but if there's an area in your life that you're doing a reset in this fall season, leave me a comment below. I would love to read it and hear about it. Although I've shared 4 different areas, do not overwhelm yourself. Keep in mind, this is strictly all about you and what you're capable of doing. I only put 2 areas, subset areas, under each of my 4 categories, because I know that's what I can commit to. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's Q4. Do what you can. If it's not 2 different areas, maybe it's 1. Whatever works for you. You have the time now to go ahead and reset. It's never too late. Even though this is the fall season, it is absolutely never too late. But I will caution you, don't wait until January 1st to try and make a reset and to set intentions and all of that. You can start now. You can start today. I am here to help you and encourage you along the way, and I'm hoping you guys will do the same for me as I continue to share my thoughts and my journey with you as I'm approaching 40 and beyond. I will catch you guys in the next video. Talk with you soon. Bye.